Kia ora everyone, I'm Donnalouise from New Zealand and welcome to my YouTube channel for the love of puzzles. Today I'm going to do my Tanya Wicks jigsaw puzzle. When I went to Australia last November, I traded jigsaw puzzles with some friends. This one I got from Tash. I'll leave a link to her Instagram in the description below. And I gifted her in exchange a Peace House jigsaw puzzle. So I don't know too much about it. I'll do some research and share that during the voiceover, but Tanya Wicks is a photographer who has turned some, I'm assuming some, of their photography into jigsaw puzzles. So this is from the Realm of Creativity series. It's called Wax Seals 1000 Pieces, and I'm really excited to do it. I think it's going to be a more difficult image to do as a jigsaw puzzle. And recently on a live stream, we spoke about whether or not jigsaw puzzles should have like a difficulty rating. And I believe Magnolia Puzzles does that. And I think that would be so smart, not just for like novice puzzlers, but for everyone in general. Like if the creator of the jigsaw puzzle did the puzzle, not speed puzzling, but just timed it, and could kind of rate whether on like a scale of 1 to 5, how difficult it would be. This, I think, would be a bit tricky because of a lot of the similar colors. Once you pull out the blue, the white, the brown, the silver, all the other pinks, I think it will be a bit more difficult, but I'm up for the challenge. And I love a jigsaw puzzle that is challenging as long as it's a possible challenge, as long as it's an achievable and enjoyable challenge. So I'm looking so forward to do this. So let's just change my camera angle, open the box, and let's see what's inside. And here we go, here's the box. It's a smaller size box, but I really quite like it. I don't know if this shows the entire image of the puzzle or not. This is Wax Seals from Realm of Creativity, 1000 pieces, and the dimensions are typical of other 1000 pieces. On the back of the box, I'll share this information during the time lapse with you all, and www.tanyawix.com.au, and I'll go to the website and find out more information about Tanya Wicks themselves, the photographer. Oh, this is just gonna be, I think, so much fun. So opening it up, I like the sides of the box, how like some of the print goes on the other sides, and it does say proudly Australian. So we have a resealable bag. Well, you know I love me a resealable bag, just the typical warning. We'll look at the pieces in a minute here. So let's see. There's a little card, a little thank you card with the QR code. Thank you for supporting a small Australian business. In the unlikely event of a missing piece, please get in touch. Oh, there you go. And you can share on like Instagram at Tanya Wicks Puzzles. There you go. And it says premium quality, non-toxic inks, original photography, recycled paper, and worldwide shipping. Nothing on the back. And then look, we have a poster. Sorry, was that glaring from the light a little bit? A poster. Oh, hey, it's a decent sized poster. I mean, it's bigger than the box. I like that. It shows the detail quite nicely. The colors look similar, maybe a little different. The blue looks a little different. Actually, I like the colors on the poster more. We'll see what it looks like on the actual puzzle, but that's nice. Okay, I like that a poster is included. You know me, love a poster. It's a little shiny, sorry, my light. A little bit of glare above there. So let's have a look at the pieces. Cardboard backing. There you go. There's quite a few pieces. Well, that was a silly comment. Of course, there's quite a few pieces. Yes, Donnalouise, of course there is. Oh my goodness, I might be tired. Sorry, everyone. That's a good thickness. It's got a little gloss, a little shine. It depends on the lighting, but I don't think it's that bad. It's not completely matte. Very, very low, just a very low gloss. The pieces seem really nice, a good variety of piece cuts. I'm seeing all the typical ones that we like to see. And look, I like, you see here's two-pronged standard pieces, but very different in shape. So that's nice to see. Doesn't feel like there's a lot of puzzle dust. There was none left in the bag. Oh, these feel quite nice. I mean, I do prefer a completely matte finish, but so far, not that bad. we just have to assemble and see. I'll probably, you know, sort out border and blues and figure out like, which seal is that one? Oh, interesting. Oh no, that's the back. Oh, there's more detail showing on the piece. That's kind of like the, I guess I'll say it's a tabletop, whatever that is in the back there. Okay, okay, this will be interesting. So that's like between two seal pieces, wax seal pieces. I think this might be a little difficult too. Oh, it'll be a nice little challenge, because if I'm looking at this piece here, does it go maybe in that wax seal down there? If I had to guess, that's where I would put it. But yeah, there you go. Well, so far so good. A little bit of shine on the pieces. That's the only thing I'm noticing. Besides that, they feel nice and thick. Good variety of piece shapes. And it does look like there's differences in the prong shapes. So that's nice. The colors, I mean, it's not a super vibrant image, but they look nice. Well, let's just get to putting it together. Sorry, you can see the glare from the light above as I move the poster. Hopefully when I assemble the jigsaw puzzle, there's not too much glare because there is a bit of low shine. Okay, well, let's get to building. I'll probably sort. Look at me starting already. These blue ones, I could see everyone pulling those out. And then the border pieces are really quite big. That's nice. That's a nice, that's gold. Oh, fun. That's more gold. There's gold. Ah, there's gold. Are the colors a bit different? The colors are maybe a bit different. See, that maybe feels more like it looks like the box than it looks like on that. Perhaps the colors on the box are closer to the pieces than the color on the poster, but I'll have to do it and see. Yeah, like this is, I don't know. That's interesting. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm just mumbling along here, pulling out blue pieces because they stand out. Obviously, they're the easiest ones to grab. And the grays. Okay, let's get to building. This is what's written on the back of the jigsaw puzzle box. Realm of creativity. Relax and allow your worries and thoughts of the day to evaporate as your mind explores the sensory world of these beautiful images. Experience the beauty of art, one piece at a time, one puzzle at a time. Each puzzle is created from an original photo by Tanya Wicks, producing a vibrant, sharp image to enhance your puzzling experience. Every image has been meticulously curated, element by element, to create a puzzle-perfect image to stimulate the senses. Superior quality puzzle pieces that feel beautiful, chunky, and interlock perfectly together. Stimulate your senses through the stunning matte feel and finish, which makes nighttime puzzling a joy. I would say it's not completely matte. There's a little low shine. I'll talk about that more later, but I've seen more matte finishes. This one I would say is a low shine. The box has been carefully designed to stand out on its own and is far too beautiful to hide in a cupboard, but rather be proudly displayed on any shelf or coffee table. And yes, I do agree. The box and the image on the sides, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, the box is quite nice. It's a piece of art itself. Share your puzzling experience at Tanya Wicks Puzzles, and also their website is there now. Go get puzzling. So I went to their website and I specifically checked out the Realm of Creativity series, and it's actually their third series of puzzles. So there's this one in the series, the wax seals. They also have Avalon, which looks like pieces of cloth. There's Blue Jay, more pieces of cloth, but like blue and whites, and there's even birds. Mademoiselle, which looks like a whole bunch of cookies, French-themed cookies, and then the other one is called Nutcracker, and it also looks like a bunch of cookies, Christmas-themed cookies. This is what's written specifically for the Realm of Creativity series. I really wanted to do something unique with this collection in keeping with my original photography, and I'm very excited with this piece of work. Also very excited to be launching my very first Christmas puzzle. So that Nutcracker jigsaw puzzle must be their first Christmas puzzle. Ah, great, which is already so loved. I do believe it was one of the more popular ones from the series. These designs have been created with puzzling in mind as well as attention to detail and creativity. Now, looking at the other series, I guess one of the series is called Joy in Pieces. Oh, interesting. And then the first series that they created was called The Art of Mindfulness. So that's pretty cool that they kind of create series, have a theme going on, and that lots of puzzles. Each series has 5 jigsaw puzzles included. Now, if I go to the About page, specifically about Tanya Wicks is an Australian photographer with an eponymous jigsaw puzzle brand and wall art print shop. I figured they probably do more than just photography for jigsaw puzzles, but I wasn't too sure. Her love of details and all things color and texture truly shine through in her masterful range of puzzles and prints. Tanya's boundless creative energy is surpassed only by her daughter Ruth's enthusiastic and energetic marketing of Tanya Wicks puzzles. Her fun-filled reviews and posts truly capture the joy that these puzzles give to all. They truly are a dynamic mother-daughter duo. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Now, I decided to look up a bit of information about wax seals. And I went to Wikipedia, and this is what I could find. Well, specifically the wax itself is called a sealing wax. And basically after melting, it hardens quickly, pretty quick. And you can use it on like paper and parchment, ribbon, wires, and other materials. And the reason why it starts to harden quickly is so that you are able to stamp it and to leave an impression in the wax. It forms a bond that is difficult to break without noticeable tampering. So the wax was used, and it can still be used today, I guess, to verify that something, such as a document, has been unopened, and also to verify the sender's identity. And so, for example, back in the day, they had specific stamps, and it was stamped, and you could say, oh, this is my Uncle Wilfred stamp, or if this is the Queen of England stamp, or even a signet ring. I've seen that in movies where, you know, they wear a ring, they pour the wax, they wait for it to harden a bit, and then they use the ring, you know, to leave an impression in the wax. So sealing wax can also be used to take impressions of other seals. Wax was used to seal letters closed, and later, from the 16th century, envelopes. So I guess, yeah, back in the day, they just wrote on a letter, folded it over, then sealed it, and then eventually they put the letter inside an envelope for extra protection. But long before sealing wax was used, the Romans actually used bitumen, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, for this same purpose. Interesting, so interesting. I was trying to see, like, what can we find, like, the first use of sealing wax? But, I mean, there's some here from 1675. So there's letters sealed with wax in a painting, so depicted in a painting by Cornelius, oh goodness, Norbertus, goodness, Gisbrecht. Oh, I'm so sorry, I know I've mispronounced that, a Flemish painter. Basically, it's a painting of a whole bunch of letters, and I don't think there's envelopes, just letters, but they're actually sealed with wax. So this is from 1675, so definitely it predates that. Interesting, so very interesting. I don't think it's commonly used nowadays. I think fancier wedding invitations might have them, but yeah, it's just so curious. And here is another portrait from 1455, and it's showing a print attached to a wall with sealing wax. So there we go, we're going back to 1455. Definitely wax was used back then. So it's been around for a long, long time. The jigsaw puzzle is done. I have a few notes here because there's a few things I really want to mention. First of all, there is a bit of a low shine on the pieces, and that's my only, I don't want to say criticism. It's not even a criticism, it's just a comment. I prefer a completely matte finish because I'm trying to get better lighting on my videos and better lighting for when I actually do the jigsaw puzzle. And so I have a lot of diffuse lights. And I decided I'm going to remove like the main diffuser and see if I could actually do the jigsaw puzzle with a much brighter light. And during the time lapse, I point out where you can actually see like the light really reflect in the jigsaw puzzle. So I had to put the main diffuser back up. Now that being said, I'm assuming if it was completely matte that it wouldn't be a problem, but it might still be a problem. I will admit the most difficult thing that I have doing these jigsaw puzzle videos for you all is lighting. It's so frustrating. Too much natural light, not enough natural light, bright light, dark light. Oh my goodness, it drives me crazy. And I try really, really, really hard. I really do. So every time I see a comment in a video about the lighting, it breaks my heart a little bit because it's such a struggle. I understand why people have like a dedicated room and studio to film and try to perfect the lighting. But it's a bit more difficult with jigsaw puzzles because what if it's more glossy or less glossy, or a bigger jigsaw puzzle or smaller? So I tried the best I could, and I'm always worried that it doesn't fully capture the beauty of the jigsaw puzzle and the colors, because then if I tone down my light to compensate for glare, am I not getting the beautiful colors that are shown in the jigsaw puzzle? So, I hope you understand I did the best I could, but I did have to diffuse the light further just because it was showing glare in the middle of the jigsaw puzzle. That being said, that would be a good test that I should do on a completely matte jigsaw puzzle, like on the blue kazoos. I know they're nice and matte. I wonder if I would be able to do them without my diffused light and see if I could have that extra lighting for my eyes and be able to view it better. Okay, something I'll have to look into further. I think the color on the jigsaw puzzle is closer to what's on the box than what's on the poster. On the poster, it's just a little bit lighter, but it's minimal difference. The only reason why I kind of mention it, notice it, are all these more pinkish areas. That was a bit trickier. So the box was maybe closer in color to the jigsaw puzzle than the poster itself, just minor. The colors, I mean, it's so much fun. It's lots of fun. And I have to say, I love the piece shapes. Such a variety of piece shapes because I honestly don't think there's two pieces even like identical. Honestly, the prongs have different shapes. The feet have different shapes. They got a little wonkiness, a little curve. So much fun. These pieces were such a joy to work with. And in fact, I was pretty proud of myself. At the end, I put that poster down and finishing up the jigsaw puzzle, I just focused on the image that was already completed and the pieces that I had left. And I could really decide where the pieces went based on piece shapes because there was such a distinction, so much variety. I really enjoyed this jigsaw puzzle. I will agree that the image is on the more difficult side just because there's a lot of similar colors, but then you throw in these wonderful piece shapes and I was like, this isn't actually too bad. So love the piece cut. Whoever designed this piece cut, I'm assuming that all Tanya Wicks jigsaw puzzles are cut similarly. Love, love, love. Just beautiful piece shapes and piece cuts. So I absolutely loved it. I really enjoyed it. I love a jigsaw puzzle that's a bit of a challenge because it's a trickier image. This one, it's just because of all the pinks, but it was manageable, it was achievable, it was so much fun. Now I've decided, actually, because I speed puzzle so much, that when I'm just doing a puzzle for fun, I'm no longer timing myself, which I realize contradicts what I said earlier, that it would be fun to have like a difficulty rating on a jigsaw puzzle. If I were to give this a difficulty rating, say if there was like easy, medium, and hard, this is more of a medium high kind of difficulty just because of the pinks. But it's definitely not a hard jigsaw puzzle because the piece shapes are wonderful. Like you can really, if you focus on the piece shapes, oh wow. I actually really enjoyed it. And I think I've noticed a difference lately in myself, that I'm trying to focus less on the poster, less on the box, less on the image, and more on the piece shapes as well, and more on what I've already completed on the jigsaw puzzle. And I think it's helping me become a better puzzler overall. But I hope to do more Tanya Wicks jigsaw puzzles. They are a bit more difficult to get. I'm not sure where they're available for sale outside of Australia. I will do some research. If I find them on Amazon.com or Amazon.co.uk, I'll include them in my storefronts, which are linked down below. Full disclosure, if you buy anything from those storefronts, I get a commission, but the price is the same for you. But I loved it. I'm so happy that I did this puzzle. It actually made me feel accomplished. I don't know why this is going to sound weird. This is when I think of something without fully thinking about it and I just start blurbing it out. But because it was a bit tricky, but I really enjoyed it, and I was so proud of myself for focusing on piece shapes and not so much the poster at the end, I'm really quite proud of myself to do this jigsaw puzzle. I loved it. Now, Tanya Wicks has some other amazing jigsaw puzzles. Some I think are less difficult, some maybe even more difficult, but they're so much fun and colorful. So check them out for sure. And if you can get your hands on one, I think you'll really, really enjoy it. And the piece cut, I can't say enough about that. Absolutely love. So thank you so much to Tash for trading puzzles with me and introducing me to Tanya Wicks. Love, love, love. Yeah, you know, I really have to admit that jigsaw puzzles can either bring me so much joy or so much frustration, and this one brought me a lot of joy. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. For the love of puzzles, I hope you enjoy my videos. Please consider subscribing, and until next time, ciao! Seal of approval. That's what I think a wax seal should sound like.